Hello and welcome to Let's Play on Linux. Feral. Well, what is this? Feral is a company that ports Windows games to Mac and Linux. And July the 29th, they posted a teaser to their Facebook page where they said, "Hi Mac gamers, hi Linux gamers. Do you think something special might happen tomorrow?" To be honest, I have been looking forward to this specific port for a long time. It has been delayed, quite much so. But as we will see, it is with good reason. They have actually done a very nice job this time. Well, and previous times as well. I did not actually guess right at what it was. I kind of had almost given up on this. But now, yesterday, the 30th of July, they finally announced Mac and Linux enters a new age with the Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I have owned this game. I bought it as soon as it was announced that it was going to come to Linux. I have tried this game on PlayStation 4. I don't like playing games like that with a controller, so I pretty much gave up after 20 minutes or so. So I haven't played it much at all. This time, however, I'm going to show you some benchmarks and show you how this game runs. Now, of course, when I'm recording the benchmarks, I don't get an optimal frames per second. That's quite understandable. But I still want to show what it looks like what kind of graphical effects and that you will see. I will talk about a bit more about that later after I've showed it to you. So basically, after each clip, I will show you the average, max, and minimal FPS while recording, and then a few seconds later, I had rerun it and show you the FPS without recording. Of course, you won't see that recording as there is none then. But because those numbers are basically much more interesting for the average players. For me, of course, it's also interesting to see what I get when I'm recording in case I would want to make any Let's Play of this game. But without further ado, here you go. Benchmarks for Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor running natively on Linux.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
Well, so now that's done with, let's get into some statistics. Here you can see a staple diagram of the results that I got in. If you didn't care to read them all there. You can also see my graphic card there. I have a 770 GTX 2GB with driver version 352.21. As you might see, there's not a very big difference between medium high and very high, or even low for that matter, settings. Of course, when not recording, the absolute lowest peaks up, the highest FPS peaks up quite a bit, and at ultra, everything gets pretty shitty on my machine. It's not really cut out to run ultra on this game. If you look on when recording to the right, you can see that it's a much smaller difference overall. Like the recording evens everything out. Unfortunately, lower the average quite a bit as well. I guess when I play by myself, I can easily play this game at very high. I'm happy as long as I get an average above 30 frames per second pretty much in games. I don't really need 60 frames per second. While recording, however, I would probably have to go with like medium or possibly even low settings. As for the actual differences for the different settings, as you might have noticed on the very lowest setting, the first one, you can it's very painfully obvious when items high resolution version of objects pop into existence, everything like that. It happens very close to you. It's very obvious. So luckily I don't need to run it on that. Even if you just jump up to the low setting, it's much better. You can still see it. It's especially noticeable on the shadows. Will pop in and stuff like that, but it's very much better. On the medium setting is pretty much fine. Like, you can see it. You can see basically the shadows get a higher resolution when you get closer and stuff like that, but it's fairly smooth. It doesn't pop at you like that. It's not like in your face. So medium, I think it's pretty much fine to play this game on, unless you're very, very strict with what you want. High quality. High, of course, it's basically medium, but with more effects, tessellation, more of everything. Pretty much more weather. And very high is the same. Everything is even more. And surprisingly, the game runs still very good here. There almost no difference from high or medium, for that matter. Actually, as you can see here on the diagram, without recording, the very high maximum FPS was actually higher at some point there. But that's probably just a fluke. That's just a temporary thing. Like, if you're actually going to do this, a serious test of this, you of course had to run each test like 10, 20 times and take an average, because you'd never get, like, it's not an exact science, this. Ultra, however, my machine can't run it. I'm thinking of upgrading to like a 980 Ti or something like that later in autumn or so. Then I might be able to run it there, or probably not record there, because the recording actually drops the frames pretty consistently on games, unfortunately. And that's more like a CPU memory thing there, not so much the graphic card itself. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it useful, this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.